there, tech warriors! Welcome back to another episode where we turn complex cloud concepts into digestible brain snacks. I'm your host, Wisdom Bird, and today we're diving deep into the world of AWS Managed AI Services for the AWS Certified Machine Learning Engineer Associate Exam. That's the MLA-C01 for those keeping track of the alphabet soup. Now, before we jump in, let me paint you a picture. According to the World Economic Forum's 2025 report, demand for AI and ML specialists is expected to grow by more than 80% by 2030. That's not just growth, that's a rocket ship to career success. And guess what? The MLA-C01 certification is your golden ticket to board that rocket. Exam tip alert. The MLA-C01 exam consists of 65 questions. You get 170 minutes to complete it, and you need a scaled score of 720 out of 1,000 to pass. But here's the kicker. This isn't just another certification. It's your proof that you can build, deploy, and manage ML solutions on AWS like a pro. All right, let's start with the million-dollar question. Why should you care about AWS Managed AI Services? I mean, couldn't you just build everything from scratch? Well, technically, you could also build your own car from raw materials. But why would you when Tesla exists? AWS Managed AI Services are like having a Swiss Army knife for machine learning. They're pre-trained, battle-tested, and ready to rock right out of the box. Let me break down why these services are absolute game changers. First up, responsiveness and availability. These services are deployed across multiple availability zones and AWS regions. Think of it as having backup dancers for your main performance. If one stumbles, the show goes on seamlessly. Exam tip. Remember, when you're answering questions about high availability and disaster recovery, AWS Managed AI Services automatically provide multi-AZ deployment. No extra configuration needed. Second, performance that doesn't break the bank. These services use specialized CPUs and GPUs optimized for specific use cases. It's like having a race car that's perfectly tuned for the specific track you're racing on. Third, smart pricing models. You get token-based pricing, that's pay for what you use, plus provisioned throughput options for predictable workloads. It's like choosing between a taxi, pay per ride, or a monthly Metro Pass, predictable cost. Exam tip. For the exam, understand that provisioned throughput is crucial for applications requiring consistent performance and predictable costs. Real-time inference often needs this. But here's where it gets interesting. AWS doesn't just throw these services at you and say, good luck. They've organized them into logical categories that make sense for different business problems. Let's explore these categories one by one. Welcome to the world of natural language processing, or as I like to call it, teaching computers to understand human gibberish. This is where AWS really shines, so buckle up. Amazon Comprehend, your text detective. Meet Amazon Comprehend. Think of it as Sherlock Holmes for text analysis. This fully managed serverless NLP service can look at any piece of text and tell you what language it's written in. Supports 100+ languages. Key phrases, people, places, brands, and events. The sentiment, is the author happy, sad, or just having a Monday? Text structure through tokenization and parts of speech analysis. Automatic topic organization. Real-world example. Imagine you're analyzing thousands of customer reviews. Comprehend can automatically group them by topic, identify sentiment trends, and even extract specific product mentions. It's like having a team of analysts working 24/7, but they never need coffee breaks. Exam tip. For the MLA-C01 exam, remember that Comprehend offers both real-time, single document, and batch processing, multiple documents. Custom classification lets you organize documents into your categories, not just Amazon's. Advanced features you need to know. Custom entity recognition. Train it to find your specific terms, like internal product codes or compliance phrases. Named entity recognition automatically extracts standard entities like people, places, organizations. Custom classification. Create your own document categories. Next up is Amazon Translate, your personal UN interpreter. This neural machine translation service doesn't just swap words between languages. It understands context, culture, and nuance. Exam tip. Unlike older translation services, Amazon Translate uses neural networks. which means it considers the entire sentence context, not just individual words. This is crucial for technical documentation and customer-facing content. Use cases that show up on the exam: localizing websites for international users, translating large volumes of documentation, real-time chat translation in customer service applications. Amazon Transcribe, from speech to text magic. Now let's talk about Amazon Transcribe, the service that turns your voice into text faster than you can say, automatic speech recognition. But here's where it gets really cool for the exam. Key features for MLA-C01. Automatic language identification. Detects the spoken language without prior input. PII redaction. Removes personally identifiable information for compliance. Custom vocabularies. Add domain-specific terms or brand names. Custom language models. Train on your own data for improved accuracy. Exam tip. The combination of custom vocabularies and custom language models provides the highest accuracy. Remember this for scenario-based questions. Toxicity detection. A newer feature that uses both speech cues, tone, pitch, and text analysis to detect harassment, hate speech, threats, and other toxic content. It's like having a digital HR manager. Amazon Polly, making text come alive. Amazon Polly turns text into lifelike speech. And when I say lifelike, I mean it's gotten so good that you might find yourself saying thank you to your GPS again. Advanced features for the exam. Lexicons. Define how specific text should be pronounced, e.g. say AWS as Amazon Web Services. Support. Speech synthesis markup language to control pronunciation, pauses, and emphasis. Multiple voice engines, generative, long-form, neural, and standard voices for different use cases. Speech marks, encode timing information for lip syncing and text highlighting. Exam tip, Polly supports multiple voice engines, and choosing the right one depends on your use case. Neural voices sound more natural but cost more. Classic AWS trade-off scenario. Time to dive into the world of computer vision, where we teach computers to see better than a hawk with reading glasses. Amazon Rekognition, the all-seeing eye. Amazon Rekognition is like having a super-powered security camera that never blinks, never gets tired, and never misses a detail. But it's so much more than just face detection. Core capabilities. Object and scene detection. Identifies thousands of objects and scenes. Facial analysis. Not just, is this a face? But age range, emotions, gender analysis. Facial search and verification. Compare faces against databases or verify identity. Celebrity recognition. Built-in database of public figures. Text detection. Extract text from images. Think license plates, signs, documents. People counting. Track foot traffic and crowd density. Exam tip, recognition. Custom labels is huge for the exam. With just a few hundred labeled images, you can train it to recognize your specific objects, like your company logo or product defects. Content moderation deep dive. This is where Rekognition really shines for enterprise applications. It automatically detects inappropriate content and can reduce human review requirements to just 1.5%. You can integrate it with Amazon Augmented AI, A2I, for human review of edge cases. Real-world scenario. A social media platform uses Rekognition to automatically flag potentially inappropriate images, but sends borderline cases to human moderators through A2I. This creates a perfect balance of automation and human oversight. Advanced vision capabilities. Custom labels training tips. You need at least 10 images per label, but more is better. Images should represent real-world conditions your model will encounter. The service handles all the heavy lifting: data augmentation, model training, deployment. Exam tip. Remember that custom labels can work with both images and videos, making it perfect for quality control in manufacturing or security applications. Let's talk about building chatbots that don't make your customers want to throw their phones out the window. Lex, the chatbot maestro. Amazon Lex is your gateway to building sophisticated chatbots that actually understand what people are trying to say. Revolutionary concept, right? Core concepts for the exam. Intents, what the user wants to accomplish, like order pizza or book flight. Slots, the parameters needed to fulfill the intent. pizza size, departure city. Utterances. Different ways users might express the same intent. Exam tip. Lex automatically handles slot filling. If a user says, "I want pizza," but doesn't specify size, it'll ask, "What size pizza would you like?" This is crucial for scenario-based questions. Integration power. AWS Lambda for complex business logic, Amazon Connect for call center integration, Amazon Comprehend for sentiment analysis during conversations, Amazon Kendra for intelligent document search, multi-language support. Lex supports multiple languages and can automatically detect the user's language, perfect for global applications. Real-world example. A hotel booking bot that can handle, "I need a room for next Friday," and automatically ask for checkout date, room preferences, and guest count. It integrates with the hotel's booking system through Lambda and can escalate to human agents via Connect. NAF. Section 5. Personalization powerhouse. Amazon Personalize, your digital mind reader. Amazon Personalize uses the same technology that powers Amazon.com's recommendation engine. Yes, the same system that somehow knows you need those fuzzy slippers before you do. Pre-built recipes for common use cases. User personalization. Recommend items based on user behavior. Personalized ranking. Re-rank a list of items for each user. Popular items. Show trending items, related items. Customers who bought this also bought. Personalized actions. Recommend next best actions. User segmentation. Group users with similar preferences. Exam tip. Personalize learns from 3 types of data. 1. Interactions, clicks, purchases. 2. User attributes, age, location. 3. Item attributes, genre, price. The more data you provide, the better the recommendations. Implementation timeline. One of the exam's favorite topics. Personalize can be implemented in days, not months. You upload your data, choose a recipe, and Amazon handles the ML complexity. Integration scenarios. E-commerce product recommendations, content streaming platforms, marketing campaign optimization, news article recommendations. Document intelligence revolution. Amazon Textract, the document decoder. Amazon Textract is like having a superpowered intern who never gets tired of reading forms and extracting data. Except this intern has perfect accuracy and works at light speed. Core capabilities, text extraction. Pull text from any document format. Handwriting recognition. Yes, even doctors' handwriting. Form processing. Extract key value pairs from forms. Table extraction. Maintain table structure and relationships. Multi-format support. PDFs, images, scanned documents. Exam Textract maintains document structure. It doesn't just give you a blob of text. It understands that name John Smith is a key value pair, not just random words. Industry applications, financial services, process loan applications and tax forms. Healthcare, extract data from medical records and insurance forms. Legal, analyze contracts and legal documents. Government, process citizen applications and permits. Amazon Kendra, the smart search savant. Amazon Kendra is like having Google, but for your company's internal knowledge. It doesn't just match keywords, it actually understands questions and finds answers. Key features for MLA-C01. Natural language search. Ask questions in plain English. Incremental learning. Get smarter from user interactions. Manual tuning. Fine-tune results for your specific needs. Multi-source integration. Connect to S3, SharePoint, databases, and more. Exam tip. Kendra provides confidence scores for answers and can extract specific passages from documents. It's not just search, it's answer extraction. Real-world scenario. An employee asks, "What's our remote work policy?" Kendra doesn't just find documents mentioning remote work. It finds the specific policy document and extracts the relevant sections with confidence scores. Human-in-the-loop AI. Amazon Augmented AI, the human touch. Amazon Augmented AI, A2I, is like having a quality control manager for your AI systems. It knows when to let the machines handle things and when to call in the humans. How it works. Low confidence predictions from ML models get flagged. Human reviewers, your employees, AWS contractors, or Mechanical Turk workers, provide feedback. Reviewed data gets added back to training datasets. Models improve over time with human insights. Exam tip: A2I works with any ML model, whether it's running on AWS or elsewhere. It's not just for AWS services. And integration examples: human review of complex forms, recognition, content moderation edge cases, comprehend, sentiment analysis verification, custom models, your own ML models needing human oversight. Cost-benefit analysis: A2I typically reduces human review requirements to 1 to 5% of total predictions while maintaining high accuracy. It's efficiency with a human safety net. Next-generation AI infrastructure: AWS AI hardware, the speed demons. Let's geek out about the hardware that makes AI fly faster than a caffeinated cheetah. EC2 instance types for AI: P-series, P3, P4, P5, GPU powerhouses for training. G-series, G3, G6, GPU instances for inference. Inf1, Inf2, inferentia-powered instances for cost-effective inference. 10.1, Trainium-powered instances for efficient training. AWS Trainium, Amazon's custom ML training chip. Cost savings: up to 50% reduction in training costs. Performance: optimized for large parameter models. Environmental impact: lowest carbon footprint for training. AWS Inferentia, Amazon's custom inference chip. Throughput: up to 4x better than alternatives. Cost efficiency: 70% cost reduction for inference. Use cases: real-time inference applications. Exam tip: remember the cost-performance trade-offs. Use Trainium for training large models. Use Inferentia for high-volume inference. Use GPU instances for flexibility across both. Modern AI applications: Amazon Q Business and Q Developer, the AI assistants changing how we work. Q Business, enterprise knowledge assistant connecting to 40+ data sources. Q Developer, code companion with top-tier performance on SWE bench. Security, built-in access controls and data protection. Exam tip: Q Business requires Identity Center authentication and respects document-level permissions. Q Developer comes in free and pro tiers with different capabilities. Specialized AI services: Amazon Lookout series, the Anomaly Hunters. The Lookout family is like having a team of detectives specialized in finding things that don't belong. Lookout for equipment: predictive maintenance, prevent equipment failures before they happen. Sensor integration: works with existing equipment sensors. Use case: manufacturing, energy, mining industries. Lookout for vision: quality control, automated visual inspection. Defect detection: spot manufacturing defects instantly. Use case: assembly lines, quality assurance. Business metrics monitoring: track KPIs across your organization. Data source integration: S3, Redshift, CloudWatch, Salesforce. Use case: business intelligence, performance monitoring. Amazon Fraud Detector: the digital bouncer fraud detector is like having a super smart bouncer who can spot trouble from a mile away. Key features: custom models, trained on your specific fraud patterns. Real-time scoring, instant fraud assessment, continuous learning, adapts to new fraud techniques. Use cases: payment fraud, fake accounts, promotional abuse. Exam tip: Fraud Detector uses both supervised learning from your labeled data and unsupervised learning to find new patterns. It's not just rule-based, it's truly intelligent. Tash final exam success strategies. Key exam takeaways. 1. Service selection strategy. Match the service to the problem type. Consider cost, performance, and complexity trade-offs. Remember integration capabilities. Architecture patterns. Multi-service solutions are common. Human in the loop for quality control. Real-time versus batch processing considerations. 3. Cost optimization. Understand pricing models, token-based versus provisioned. Know when to use custom versus pre-trained models. Consider infrastructure choices. Trainium versus GPU. Exam tip: the MLA-C01 exam focuses heavily on implementation and operationalization. Don't just memorize features, understand how to use them in real scenarios. Final study recommendations. 1. Hands-on practice. Build actual projects using these services. The exam includes scenario-based questions that require practical understanding. 2. AWS documentation. Review the official exam guide and understand the 4 domains. Data preparation, 28%, model development 26%, deployment and orchestration 22%, ML solution monitoring 3, practice exams. Take multiple practice tests to identify weak areas and get comfortable with the exam format. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into AWS Managed AI Services. Remember, the future belongs to those who can harness the power of AI responsibly and effectively. With these services in your toolkit and the MLA-C01 certification in your pocket, you'll be ready to build the next generation of intelligent applications. Keep learning, keep building. And remember, in the world of AI, we're not just writing code, we're writing the future. Now go ace that exam. All right, folks, that's it for today. If you enjoy Wisdom Bird Talks Tech, don't forget to like, bookmark, and share. Your triple support is the biggest motivation for Wisdom Bird to keep going. Got a tech topic you want to hear about? Drop it in the comments. Wisdom Bird will cover it next time. See you in the next episode, where we'll keep chatting tech, talking people, and exploring the human warmth behind AI. I'm Wisdom Bird, the super smart bird flying with you on this tech journey.